Hi everyone, I'm Alli Reiner. I'm a relationship transformation coach and I'm really pleased to be able to come and talk to you today a little bit about what I do and really what I believe in. I work not mostly with women who are very, very unhappy in their relationships, whether it's their marriage or whether it's their long-term partnership. They've kind of lost sight of where the relationship's headed, lost sight of themselves within that relationship, and really are at that, sort of desperation stage. And I work with you if you're feeling like that in order to reconnect with what you want from yourself and what you want from life and what you want from that relationship, because what happens when we're in that headspace is we get so caught up in that one thing that isn't working, that one part of our life that isn't working, i.e. our relationship, that we lose track of the rest of it. So I like to take you a big step back and get you to take a big look at your life, see how your life is, see what works, what is going well, because it's not all gloom, doom, despair. There are parts of your life that are working very well. There are parts of your life that you don't want to change, that you relish, but you forget about them because you're completely focused on this part that doesn't work. And so that's kind of what I do with my clients. I use various modalities in order to get them to that point. But something that for me is incredibly important, and it's something you'll hear me talk about time and time again, is it all starts from within. Love, happiness, and frankly, everything else and everything in between is an inside job. So where do we start? When I'm unhappy in my relationship, when you're unhappy in your relationship, if you come to me, you don't know which way to turn, you've got your suitcase in one hand and the phone to call the lawyer in the other hand, we stop you and we say, okay, let's zoom out. Let's take a huge big look at your life. What is actually happening? What would you like to happen? Where can we make changes? What are you talking about? What is going on in here? What are you telling people? What do you feel in your marriage or your relationship? What are people telling you? What are you telling them? What words are you using? Are you using words like I feel disrespected, I feel ignored, I feel invisible, I don't feel loved, taken for granted? Have a think about it. What words do you use when you're in that headspace? And then let's take it a step to the side. Look at you and your relationship with yourself. How much do you love you in this precise moment? How much time are you putting into really building a relationship with you? Respect? How are your boundaries at the moment? How close do you let people get to you? How many buttons do you find that you're having pushed on a daily basis? Invisible? Again, are you sitting quietly and letting it all go in? Are you scared of being perceived as a victim or as weak or as a whinge bag? So you're just letting it all come in, you're keeping quiet about it, you're pushing it all down, hoping it disappears through your toes and off out again, and instead it's just building up within you. So the very first point that I like to make and I want to make with you today is, if you're unhappy in your relationship, if you're unhappy with how you feel you're being treated or respected or loved or treasured, appreciated, whatever it is that you feel is not working, you believe is not working, put yourself in that position. How am I treating myself? How much respect am I giving myself? Do I let people push my buttons, or do I say, no, you won't speak to me like that? How firm are you? Do you please people rather than say, anything for an easy life? Yes, of course I'll do that, rather than say, no, do you know what, that doesn't suit me today. So take a firm look at you and how you're working. When you've done that, you can then move another step on. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to feel in your relationship? How do you want your partner to treat you? Okay, you write it down. The very first person that needs to treat you like that is you, because nobody can love you, respect you, or treasure you, cherish you any more than you love, respect, treasure, cherish whatever is missing from your life yourself. So you need to lead the way. You need to show us how you want to be treated. And when you are firm in your convictions that you deserve to be treated like this, that you want to be treated like this, that you will do anything not to allow people not to treat you like this, it becomes much easier. You put out very strong signals, and yeah, there'll be some resistance to start with. Of course there will. People don't like change. People don't like change in you. They don't like change in me. They don't like change in the weather. But the change is for everybody's good, because it puts you in your power, gives you a sense of being true to yourself, and it's giving other people guidance on how you should be treated. Now, this works, I'm talking specifically about partnerships, marriages, but this works on every scale, works everywhere you turn. Once you are setting those boundaries for you, everyone else falls into line. And those who don't fall into line, well, they fall by the wayside. And that's fine too. That's absolutely fine. We don't want these people cluttering up our minds and our lives when they're just there to take and suck and suck. We want people who appreciate us for being strong, powerful women. So once you've set in place how you need to be treating yourself, and you started practicing it, it's not easy, it doesn't come overnight, but we take one step at a time, small baby steps, but we're always moving forward. And once you're treating yourself as you wish to be treated by others, and you've put your boundaries in place, just watch the ripple effect. Watch the whites of your husband's eyes, your wife's eyes, your partner's eyes, as you start to change. They start to change. And if it's a happy, healthy relationship, they'll be so pleased to see you standing in your power. It'll make them take a step back and look at how they're living their lives, and may well be the very thing that changes them. We don't need to change other people. We can only change ourselves. And when the marriage, when the partnership is in difficulty, we can't start looking and hoping that somebody else will change. The only person that we can hope will change is ourselves. And when that happens, the world's your oyster. When you are being true to you, when you know who you are, not who you think you should be, not who you are in this relationship, or in the relationship you have with your family or your work colleagues, but when you know who you are in your own skin, with your feet firmly on the ground, not anyone else's expectations, not your expectations, but the truth, you can start recreating the relationship of your dreams in the relationship that you're in. You don't need to change the person. You don't need to change the house. You don't need to change the location. All you need to do is start changing the relationship you have with you. It's simple. Ish. It's simple. It takes hard work. It takes courage. But hey, if you're pretty miserable in your relationship anyway, then you're being pretty bloomin' courageous just to get out of bed each day and keep forging forward, doing the same old thing and the same old thing and getting lower and lower and heavier. So it's worth a try. So that's part of the process that I work with my clients on, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all and speaking to you all, and have a great day.